She lied. Crazy Diamond. Is that a JoJo reference? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Wait, Kyoko, come back. Whisper more. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me here. She may be inside already? I put my hand to the door and with a certain amount of force. She lied. It didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, what are you doing up here, mister? Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know?
Well, I just...
You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right?
But...
Hey!
I can see that you don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or, are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something?
No, nothing like that.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed.
What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Oh, I got the voice right. Let's go. Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko.
You too? You guys?
Whatever. The two of you just get back in bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back. What?
Hey.
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay.
Yeah! Go on, get out of here! Shoo!
So, we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on. Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked, and then she shows up late, and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that?
Whew.
Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Hey, yo! Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would face it with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey, Toka, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission.
Huh?
What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our research. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. So here I am, on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been open to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. Honestly, what do you mean, Makoto? This is cool as hell. I like this. Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. Gotta jiggle peek this corner. You can't. Oh no, I can't even do it. Oh my god. Oh. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying it's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood? There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell once before. More than once before. Whatever. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey, come
What?
on now.
My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me.
If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No, it's quite the opposite.
The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty bitty eegy squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it.
What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from those NPCs and those mean old RPGs.
Why was that hard to say?
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk? Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait.
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep moving.
What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the blood stains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. There's a lot of them. Holy. Guess that's it. So talk to Byakuya, maybe? Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? Alright, well, I guess I'll leave. You know, I was not at— what the f are you looking at me for? Oh, sick. Archery room? Samurai. A suit of armor a suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Nice. Hey, Kyoko. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko. I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up toward the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end, and just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than I did before. A little thingy. What's this? It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Nice. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Nice. Is that it? Oh, cherry blossoms. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here. And it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. I thought you said you were done talking to me. Why are you here? This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Does this not take place in Japan? Now I'm really confused. It's so bright in here.
Yo!
At first I thought it was blue skies, but turns out they were just painted walls and ceilings.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. Helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching, always waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well?
I'm serious. Okay, hero. That's cool. That's cool. Just to be sure, I should take a look at that tool shed. And get some water, because I'm thirsty. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? I should look around a little bit more. I don't wanna. Crazy diamond. Is that a JoJo reference? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? There's a lawnmower here. Yes. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? Nice. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, medium-sized ones. Any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. I'm not looking at each individual chicken. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. Step away? Yes, please. Oh. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5. You know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number of 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. He's edging? What? There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something?
It's for the sprinklers.
Sprinklers?
Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to.
So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning.
Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through the sprinklers anyway.
Yes.
Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone!
Yo, hey, yo, what, is a water fetish a thing? Is that a thing? What the? I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. Oh. That plant goes further up. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, whoa, I'm dead.
In other words, it's a monstrosity.
It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope Peak got an improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually...
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment.
Well
Such an
done.
eco-friendly creation is vital for the future of growth of the healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself.
Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Raw. WWE Raw. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now, but once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up.